As a community, we have failed the youth. And the result of that is the leading cause of death for black men ages 44 and under is now gun violence. It is shameful and embarrassing that we have now reached a point where so many young people have no problem broadcasting to the world that they are out here killing one another in the streets. If you turn on the music or social media right now, you'll see young person after young person proudly boasting about how they're going to take another young person's life, doing this in front of everybody. It's gotten so bad that not only do they have no fear of consequences, they actually expect to be rewarded for this behavior. We have sat back and allowed a mentality and a way of life to be ingrained in the youth. If you listen to what people are playing when they're riding by in their cars, if you go to sporting events, if you get on YouTube, if you search a child's history on their tablet on YouTube, or look at the songs that they've been streaming, or if you turn on the radio, if you go to any of these hip-hop award shows, what you're going to see is person after person after person talking about shooting somebody, killing somebody, taking somebody's life, popping the pill, sliding on the op, smoking on this, drinking on that, sexual promiscuity all over the place. And once again, these are young people and their general audience is young people. It's embarrassing and shameful that the most popular music right now coming from Black America is young people talking about being high off of drugs, being sexually promiscuous, and literally killing one another. But the main reason why I say we are failing the youth is because it's mostly young people doing this. Across the country, we have failed the youth. It started in Chicago, where we had a bunch of young people, a lot of them teenagers, out in the streets all hours of the night, smoking weed, talking about doing this to that person and doing that to that person. You would think that in that situation, the adults would have stepped in when kids were cutting school and not graduating and staying out all night and smoking weed, but he didn't step in then. You would think that they would step in when the kids was getting into fights and brawls and getting arrested and making music videos about it. They didn't step in then. You would think that the adults would have stepped in when people started dying, the young people started dying. You would think that even the most lackadaisical parent would say, okay, now the kids are dying. We got to step in and do something. But it didn't stop. Then what happened? It spread to almost every black city in the country. It's no longer just in Chicago. Now it's in Baltimore. It's in Philly. It's in Atlanta. It's in Detroit. It's everywhere. You have groups of young people all across the country making music and making a name and a following for themselves based upon how many of their peers they can execute. They're building followings doing this. They're making money doing this. They're doing shows doing this. It's gotten so bad that it's now a part of everything. Even if your child is not directly doing it, they're going to hear the songs. They're going to be influenced by the culture. Because once again, it's on the radio. They're playing these songs at all sporting events from Pop Warner all the way up to professional leagues. The kids in their classroom are listening to it. It's all over YouTube. It's all over Instagram. It's all over the streaming sites. We have failed the youth. How on earth did we allow this to take place? How on earth do we now find ourselves in a place where millions of young people think it's acceptable, cool, and economical to play these I'm going to murder you games over a beat?
We is killing the ops for. I don't give no fuck. We is killing their ass for. So tell them we is killing them for. That's what we doing to the ops for. When they die, look at us. Yes.